some cackles when you said if you had a choice between Christie and Hillary Clinton, you don't know who you'd vote for. And that raised, all right, Levin
No, wait a minute.
is turning away from the party.
I will never vote for Hillary Clinton. I
So
told
did
you
you
before,
mean that you would have passed up that vote?
I told you before with Barack Obama, I vote for an orange juice can over
Yes,
Barack
you
Obama.
did.
So I will never vote for Hillary Clinton. She's Barack Obama in a dress as far as I'm concerned. As for Christie, I will do everything I can in my little way to make sure he's not the nominee.
Why don't you like it?
It's not a matter of like. He's a Gerald Ford Republican. Despite all the huffing and puffing, your home state of New Jersey is still a financial disaster. Is he better than the Democrats that preceded him? Yes. What isn't? And who isn't? I'm all for that. But he didn't sign on to challenge Obamacare. Why not? That was a free, he didn't have to pay a cent to do that. In my view, he's weak on immigration reform. He's an amnesty guy. He's a greenie when it comes to the EPA. He just signed 10 out of 15 gun control laws.
Well, he cut a millionaire's tax, and he submits smaller budgets each year.
I'll bet he's done 10 great things, but he hasn't done enough. And the point is, if we keep nominating Republicans, moderates from the Northeast, we're going to keep getting our lunch handed to us. I mean, what is our example of a great, victorious president? A solid conservative president, the most conservative we ever nominated to run for president, other than maybe Goldwater, Ronald Reagan, wins 2 landslides, and the Republican Party spends its entire time trying to figure out how not to nominate somebody like that.
So the moderate route is not the way to go.
Why would we support a moderate route when we're living in a post-constitutional period, when we have Obamacare, Dodd-Frank, all these other things being done that are truly ripping at the heart of this nation, hollowing out the military, doing all these other things? What does a moderate mean? What does the Republican Party stand for?
Well, who do you
today?
like out there?
Well, I like the conservatives, and the more conservative, the better.
Who's
I like Ted Cruz.
Okay.
I like Mike Lee. I like Rand Paul. I like the, well, that may be it.
Really? Okay.
Well, there's some governors I like. Walker's been pretty good, and a few others. But I'm not here to nominate anybody. I'm here to say, America, it's time to put Nixon, Ford, Rockefeller, Scranton behind us, or we're going to get our lunch handed to us again. It's time to embrace constitutional conservatism because the country's in dire straits.
All right. Let's look at the landscape now, the potential guys out there and what they're advocating. And you hear from a lot of Tea Party types, Mark, that they would rather lose on principle than win with mediocrity, to your point, moderate-type candidates. Do you agree with that? Do you agree all these Tea Party challengers, conservative challengers to what they call rhino Republicans, Republican in name-only types, is a worthy pursuit?
I don't really believe that's what they believe. It's not what I believe.
I know that they...
No, I think they believe we win with principal candidates, not that we nominate principal candidates.
So you don't think it divides the vote and hands the election to the Democrats?
I think the mush candidates divide the vote and hand the election to the Democrats. For all this talk about how many Tea Party candidates lose, I mean, if we went down the list of Republican establishment candidates that lose, even millionaires and billionaires like in California, Whitman, and on, it would far outnumber the conservative Tea Party candidates. But look, this isn't a game where you're guaranteed wins and you're guaranteed losses. The country's in dire straits. The Republican Party today, under the Republican leadership, offers nothing. What are they going to do about Obamacare? Well, they're going to hold hearings? Well, great. Hold all the hearings you want. Obama's laughing. He's implementing, or not, as he chooses to. Why aren't we making the case, the legislative case, the power of the purse case? The House of Representatives, if it means nothing, then why are we electing Republicans to the House of Representatives? Of course they have power. Read the damn Constitution. The House of Representatives is where taxing, spending, and borrowing begins.